Today, Anne Robinson arrived at this London studio. She's the Queen of Mean and host of Britain's hugely successful and award-winning quiz show, The Weakest Link. She's a broadcasting legend and is famous for her acerbic wit.
Morning, I haven't seen you since you last molested me.
But how will she cope hosting her own Sunday night entertainment show? Let's find out, because now it's time for... The Sunday Night Project! With me, Justin Lee Collins, Alan Carr, music from Snow Patrol. But please welcome our host, Miss Anne Robinson!
Welcome. Thank you very much. Good evening and welcome to the Sunday Night Project. After Barack Obama's historic inauguration, a Republican has come up with an ingenious campaign slogan for the presidential race in 4 years' time. I'll be Barack. And as George Bush handed over the keys to the White House, it was reported he said to Obama, "Good luck and Godspeed." In return, Barack turned to him and said, "George, you are the weakest link. Goodbye." And despite offering a record transfer fee, Manchester City's new owners failed to sign football star Kaka this week. Of course, he's not the only person who'd have to pay someone $100 million to give them a Brazilian. I'm not meant to be horrid on this show. Right, and finally, after his true identity was revealed in the national press, an angry Stig from Top Gear went on a drunken rampage. The rest of the show, please welcome tonight's band. It's Snow Patrol.
Anne Robinson, everybody.
To be on a show that I can smile on. Really? Well, I can't normally smile. I look like that.
You can't, can you? It's not part of the. It's not part of the deal.
No.
Did you cultivate that image? Was that you?
I've got leaner and meaner over the years, and I discovered that young men get very excited by leather and suede. So that's what I.
You sort of dress like a dirty Scottish widow. The one with a cape, but you're a bit like a dirty sister.
Anne, let's talk about The Weakest Link now, because this has been a huge success. 9 years?
9 years. 1,200, nearly 1,300 shows.
Did you know when you did it that it would be so successful?
Well, I thought it was a very young team came along. They wrote to me and they said, "Would you consider doing this quiz show?" Because I'm a journalist, okay, so I'd never consider doing anything like that. They said, "We want somebody, you'd be perfect because you'd look as if you knew the answers to the questions and you could ease the disappointment of the contestants as they left the podium." And in fact, what happened? We started rehearsals and it was a much more complicated game. It was for a holiday. There was this guy in the middle podium and he had an orange shirt on, lots of BO. I said to him, "Why are you voting off Janet?" who was next to him, and everyone was being very polite. And he said, "Anyone who doesn't know the colour of the Teletubbies shouldn't be here." And I thought, well, they're actually quite mean people, these quiz show contestants, and we can have a bit of fun. So I stopped being cheesy and started to be myself.
You get very personal, Anne, though.
You know what, Alan? Everyone at home All I'm doing is saying what everyone at home is thinking. You're sitting at home and you're saying, isn't she fat? Isn't he stupid?
I saw one where there was this fat woman who taught yoga, and you went, wobble off.
Is there ever been a time where you think maybe you've been a little bit too harsh?
Well, sometimes you suddenly realise that you're drowning a kitten and you have to take a foot off the accelerator.
That episode.
Shall we take a look at a clip of you on The Weakest Link?
Oh, let's.
Let's have a look.
Welcome to The Weakest Link. Chris, what do you do?
I've actually got a degree, and...
Have you got a girlfriend?
No, unfortunately, I haven't at the minute.
All that studying and you're not getting your rocks off.
I own my own sauna, Anne.
Can I come to your sauna?
Yes, you may if you want to sunbed or massage.
No, I want to come to your sauna.
You can't come into the sauna part of things because it's men only.
Any sort of men in particular?
Yes, men of a certain persuasion.
Don't talk in euphemisms on The Weakest Link.
Essentially a gay sauna.
Join us again for The Weakest Link.
But it's how that guy...
I hate that person who does that show. She's so horrid.
You find it a turn on. Have all those men there and you're like all in the black going, you're nothing but a needle dick.
Your catchphrase.
Yeah.
You are The Weakest Link, goodbye.
OK, so
But it's not just goodbye, is it? It's you are the weakest thing. Goodbye.
Very good.
You see, you hate the person so much, you're not even going to waste the breath by finishing goodbye.
So I had an old aunt when I was growing up, my Aunt Liz, and she very rarely got out of bed, and we had to go and visit her in Bootle, and she was always lying in bed all day long. And after a bit, she got bored with you, and so she'd say, thank you, goodbye, and you just had to go.
My nan usually farts. Not goodbye, just farts.
And you have a series of put-downs at the end of every round.
Yeah.
Now, I think they're called Who Slams.
We call them that in Los Angeles when I was doing the show over there.
We've got some that we've written.
OK.
We thought maybe for George Bush, you could say, who's more twat than Bush? For George Michael, who thought a holiday cottage was getting off with a waiter in Greece?
That's good.
Simon Cowell, who's the idiot that thought Kelly Brook would have anything interesting to say? That's horrible. That's horrible. Anne, you do a lot of celebrity specials on The Weakest Link, don't you?
That's right, and I brought in one of my favourites. Take a look at this.
Welcome to The Weakest Link. Any of the 9 people in the studio here today could win up to £10,000. Let's meet the team.
I'm Kate Winslet. I'm 33 and I work in movies.
Hello, I'm Kelly Brook, and I'm 29, and I work on Britain's Got Talent. Hello, I'm Kelly Brook, I'm 29, and I used to work on Britain's Got Talent.
I'm Prince Charles, I'm 60, I'm from Windsor, and I don't work.
In puppetry, what's the name of Sweep's best friend?
Oh, bloody hell, pass.
It was me, you idiot. It was me.
OK. Who's one dead queen short of a coronation? Who's got 2 tits but 1 brain cell? Time to vote off The Weakest Link.
In an impressive first round, the strongest link is Charles, despite thinking the Royal We was a computer console. Sutton was the weakest link, which is understandable considering he's essentially a sock with eyes sewn in.
That means, Kate Winslet, you are today's strongest link.
I'd like to thank Anne. Those are the ones, Sooty, what's her name? Jolie. Gather.
Join us again on The Weakest Link. Goodbye.
It's a good sketch this week, Al. I thought it went well.
Well, Justin, who's the beard even a gay wouldn't want to be seen with? Who's got the lookie of a Wookie?